Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. We're going to be reading for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, February 17th, 18th, and 19th. We are still in Aquarius season, but we are transitioning on the 18th to Pisces season. So let's see what we've got. Now, you know that when I'm going to be doing the readings, and again, this is just kind of the overview, what's going on in the world. I will post all the individual readings individually, so you can take a peek. I hope you watch this also, but what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be using my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I will use my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I'll pull one from the Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue Angels of Abundance, and one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for this, we will do an overview reading on what's going on in the world using my Waite Rider Traditional Tarot and my Osha Zen Tarot cards. I have prayed, I have meditated, I have infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to God, Source, Holy Spirit, power, and just let the energies come through and let the words come through too. So let's see. What do we have going on this coming weekend? Now, we have that full moon, and again, this will be Eastern Standard Time, which I'm usually using. So on February 18th, the sun will be entering into Pisces season. Pisces season is the end of the astrological year. It will be going into also March. And in March, if you've been following me and listening to my other introductions, March has a lot of strange and interesting and changing energies. So on the 18th, Pisces season will begin at 5:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will have the new moon in Pisces at 2:05 a.m. on February 20th. So new moons begin new journeys, new adventures. It's a wonderful time to request. Remember, full moon to new moon, as it is waning, it is getting smaller and smaller. That's when you can release and relinquish. New moon to full moon, as it is waxing or getting bigger, that is when you can, just go ahead and start requesting and requesting again. So now, a couple of things. Let's see what else we might have going on the 20th. Basically, we have the moon, like I said, it actually enters into Pisces on the 19th at 11:56 p.m., but it becomes new, like at the time I said 2:05, I think it was, on the 20th in the morning. We still have Mercury is still in Aquarius, so that's, about our, basically about our communications, sometimes our electronics, Aquarius, air energy, thinking things through. So there's a lot of very interesting energy with that. On the 20th at 2:56, Venus enters Aries. So Venus, very much relationship. Aries is the fiery sign. It is, very committed energy. So we could have some very committed relationship type of energy for that time. We still have, Mars is still in Gemini, Jupiter is still in Aries, Saturn is still in Aquarius, Uranus is still in Taurus, and Neptune in, of course, Pisces, and we have Pluto that is still in Capricorn. So we've still got a lot of this energy, but the energy is moving. It is transitioning. It is changing. So, it doesn't mean that we're just, just because it's still in there. It's moving. We're feeling it. It's not like it's a light, like a light switch that just turns on and off. It's more of that dimmer switch. We're feeling the energies ramping up. We're feeling Saturn getting ready to move into Pisces. We're feeling Pluto getting ready to go into Aquarius. So there's a lot of different changes. And again, I've talked about this almost ad nauseum. March has major energies. Now, there's a lot of things going on in the world, and remember, we cannot let fear rule us. We have to, we have to stay strong. We have to stay bright. We also have to stay light and shining too. Okay, so let's see. Higher power. Let's make sure my Okay, make sure my special place is nice and clean of the popcorn that I eat. Sorry, but okay, let's see. Higher power, Holy Spirit, what would you like to say? What do we have to say for this weekend coming up? This February 17th, 18th, and 19th. Now remember too also that when we have, February 20th, 21st, and 22nd, and 23rd, we have a lot of that 222 portal. And so we'll have a lot of those twos and a lot of those three energies going on. So there's, there's a lot of portal energy. There's a lot of changes, a lot of dimensional energy going on too. So let's see what we have here. Higher power. What else? What would you like to say to everyone here? Okay. That one wants to stay. And if the cards want to stay, they want to stay. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Remember, anything that's reversed has stronger energies. That's how I read it. And court cards have dual energies. Here we go. First card is, okay, reverse. Very strong energy. And numbers have meaning too. We have a 0, and we have a major arcana. This is the Fool. This is have faith. This is believe that anything and everything is possible for the good of all. The Fool starts his journey in the major arcana. He is basically doesn't even know why he's doing it. He is walking by faith and faith alone. He knows he's going to be protected. He knows that even though he might be at the edge of the cliff, even though he might feel like he's at danger, he is also being very, very protected. So we do have, we have the sun shining, we have the rose which is white, which is purity. Doesn't really need a whole lot of anything, knows that his and or her needs will be met, and, has a companion on the way too. We do see that, the earth, a lot of people talk about this as the cliff that's crumbling beneath his feet. Again, there's not, and then there's the waters behind him, and there's the sun and the fire energies around him. But again, he doesn't have a worry. He just looks to the skies, he looks to the heavens, and just, basically looks to his higher power, looks to, to God's source and says, I know that wherever I am going, you are holding me, you are protecting me, you are taking care of me. So this is the beginning of a new journey. This is the beginning of the Fool's journey. And many times other people may think we are the fools, but actually we're probably wiser than so many others because we know that we believe in something bigger than ourselves. Okay, next card is, okay, so now we have a 7. And 7 is a divine number, divine umbrella, divine intervention, divine interference. So there is a divine covering here. So basically this one, there's these 6 rods, wands. We're not quite sure if anyone's below or not below, but this person is, king of the mountain, king of the hill, holding his position. He's not letting them come up. There is a stance of protection. There is a stance of, just try. You're not going to get up. There's also, a sense of confidence. Now, there is a little bit of, he looks a little bit like he's aware of the people that are below, that, he looks aware of it, but there is also some determination. The 7 of rods is our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. I talked about Aries. Jupiter is in Aries, and also Venus is in Aries now, or, transitioning to Aries. So there is a relationship issue. We may feel like we're alone. We may feel like we've got, like we're the ones that have to protect the mountain. Or protect our hill. This one is always about stand firm. Don't give up. You've got this. But again, too, sometimes it feels like us against many. Next card. Now we come to the Hanged Man. So we have a 0 major arcana. Stand firm, protect your ground, stand your ground, don't give up an inch. And now we have the Hanged Man coming. Now this is a 12. 12 has, 12 is a 10 plus a 2. 10 is transitional energy. Things are moving forward. 2 is choices, decisions. 1 plus 2 is a 3, celebration, creation. Also the power of 3. The interesting thing with the hanged man is, the hanged man traditionally is look at things differently. Don't look at them as the same old, same old. Maybe, we were talking a little bit about, just following everyone's thinking. Somebody had wrote in about sheep, and and the hanged man is kind of saying you need to see things for yourself. You need to think for yourself. You're not going to do the normal. Anyone that would see somebody hanging upside down like this would think they're nuts. Yet at the same time, the person's not in pain. The person actually has a divinity around him, and and is just kind of in a relaxed manner. I'd be kind of, I would be like, what's going to happen here? But he's holding himself. His hair is actually falling, so there is gravity here. But he, at the same time, he's holding himself firm. He's got his leg. He's not necessarily in any distress. But again, this is looking at things differently. This is figuring it out yourself, not necessarily thinking the way everyone else thinks. So whatever's going on, we need to have a lot of faith. We need to believe. We need to stand strong, protect whatever it is that we need to protect. But we also need to be seeing things differently. We need to not be following the crowd. We need to be, more independent in our energies and in our thinking. So let's see what else we might have here. Let's go with our Osha Zen Tarot cards and see what else we might have going on. Let's see. So yes, Pisces will be finishing up this year, and we have some cards that have fallen. In fact, they flew, and we've got a bunch, and they are, here we go. So we're just going to look at this. We're going to look at these, and let's see. Okay. Oh, we've got one more. All right. So let's just take these out and just put them out like this. Like I said, if they come out, they want to be seen. So the ripeness, this is the ripeness card. This is a 9. You have everything you need. Let's wrap this up. This says basically things are ripe. Things are ready. Whatever's going on, we're at the right time in the right place. That's, you're where you're supposed to be. The fruit falls off the tree when it is ripe before it actually becomes too ripe. So this is you are ready, get ready, be ready type of energy here. Now we have the turtle, which is about slowing down. You don't have to rush into anything, even if things seem a little bit bizarre. Don't rush into anything. Take your time. And, just see things for yourself. We have this card. This is kind of a scary card. This is a 10. Transitional energy again. This is suppression. This is feeling like the walls are caving in on you. And I shouldn't say, maybe the world. This is the world energy anyway. Things might feel like things are caving in. Again, take it slow. Really look to see what's going on. Things are ripe for change, ripe for fruition. Slow down. It might feel like everything is falling apart and that, things are coming together, or not coming together, are just, pressing down. A lot of that Saturn constricting type of energy. But then we finish up with this, go with the flow. Go with the flow. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it, don't let it disrupt your world. And again, too, and I'm always saying this. If you follow me, I always say this. Whatever's going on in the world, it will happen. But we need to take care of our day-to-day life. And again, going with the flow, you can see he's very relaxed. He's not worried. He almost has in some ways, kind of reminds me a little bit. His one arm is behind his head, and his leg. So he kind of reminds me of the Hanged Man energy here. In fact, it would be the same leg that's behind him. Both hands the one hand is behind him too. So this is, again, go with the flow. Don't necessarily, don't do anything to rock the boat per se. Keep a new perspective. Faith, total faith. Have faith. New beginning. Interesting weekend vibes for us. Interesting weekend. There is, we do have to stand firm. We do have to, protect what's ours. We may feel like everything is, falling in around us. But again, we've got these wonderful cards that just say, what we're feeling may not necessarily be what the reality is. Okay, so we will see what we will see. Now, I am posting, so I am on YouTube, and I am posting now on Rumble. So people are actually watching on Rumble. I'm kind of surprised at that because I'm not quite sure how to get the videos out, but thank you. All right, please take that time to like, share, subscribe, click on the bells for notifications. But remember to, and as always, let me get over here, and as always, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. And the readings will come separately.